How's everyone doing today? I would love to see your faces if you can switch on your videos. Hi, Rajesh. How are you?
Good, Geet. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Hi, Shaivari.
Hi, Geet.
How are you? Lovely
Yeah,
to see you.
fine. Yeah, lovely to see you.
Wonderful. Hi, Nandini ji. Good to see you. Hi, Chandni. Who else do we have here?
Hi, Geet. How are you?
Hello,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hi, good to see you.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Mukta here.
Yeah, I can see you, Mukta. Wonderful. Just let me change the settings. All right, great. So how many of you have been part of the Telegram group? So you can just raise your hand or write in the chat.
Yeah, I am part.
Mukta, who else? Sharvari, you're there?
Yeah.
Uh, Wonderful. So how's everyone been doing with their daily practice? What are the challenges you've been facing? How is it going for you? What is the progress you've made?
Um, yeah, you have given just, I think, 3 tasks,
Yeah,
but in a day of 24 hours, completing those 3 just basic tasks is so difficult. I was
yeah.
just wondering, how does our brain work even? Like, we can't commit to, completing those 3 tasks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm,
So
yeah.
yeah, so those of you who are asking, so Telegram is the group that I had shared in the WhatsApp group, which was optional for you to join. So in which we are doing daily exercises and we are holding each other accountable and moving towards the direction of achieving our intentions that we've created for money. So yeah, Shrevari. So but you've been able to do at least a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
great.
in a day, at least one. Yeah, I'm able to do. I'm
Hmm.
trying like to be consistent.
Yeah. And how have you been feeling while doing the exercises? How has it been for you?
It's nice. Like getting in touch every day, trying to tap and being grateful.
Hmm.
And even throughout the day, I just like whenever I go off route, I just try to get myself back.
Wonderful.
It feels better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really helpful to, anchor yourself back to that consciousness that we're working towards.
Yeah.
And, like as you said, finding time, just 15, 20 minutes to do those things is actually what makes the difference between people who have created the life of their dreams.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only difference it takes. I mean, just spending that 15 minutes on the things that you've
Mm.
decided to is what's going to take us to the next level now. So
Yeah.
I highly encourage all of you to, take up the practice or any other practice that you normally do. Go ahead and, fully engage with it and make it your regular go-to practice, and you will start seeing the difference in your life.
Yeah.
Anyone else who would like to share who's been practicing? Nandini ji, have you been tapping? You can just unmute yourself.
This is the first time I'm joining you on a Monday, which is now today. You've taken it on a Sunday, and I don't know what 3 tasks you have done. So I was just
Acha,
wondering.
you're not there in the Telegram group?
I am in the Telegram group,
Uh-huh.
but what tasks you had given them earlier? Because this is the first time I'm joining. With, I remembered. I said no. Just now, Rushi also saying, "Mama, make for me something." I said, "No, I'm not making. I'm going on this." So you tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, in the Telegram group, last session, what we had done is, so you can go through the recording in the Telegram group. I've shared it. So you can see the previous posts as well. So we had created one intention for this month, one money goal we've created. And then we're practicing gratitude tapping every day, in which we just tap on what we're grateful for in our lives. And we take one inspired action. So after tapping, you will get a lot of ideas about how to work towards either your business or your job, and about money in your life. So you have to take one small inspired action during the day. And the third thing is, whenever you feel any resistance towards if you see challenges, oh my God, I don't think I can earn that much. Oh my God, I don't think that's going to work out. So that's the time when you go back to the previous session's recording and tap with the whole tap along. So these are the three things that everyone is doing this month.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so
So
you
I
can
will
just
go
see in the
back to-
Telegram group. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see and check it and I'll go ahead
Yeah,
with it.
great. So all of you who are joining, hi Eric, good to see you. So all of you who are joining. So today is the second session of this month where we're working on creating a money intention in our lives, that what we want to create around money, or if you want to create an intention of something else other than money, you can do that as well. So intention is anything that you want to create and manifest in your life. And then we use tapping to clear out any resistance in our path to it. So you'll see how we're going to be doing it today.
Okay.
And anyone else would like to ask anything or share anything about the last 15 days of their practice before we go further? All right, so everyone's good. So let's, hi Ramika.
Yeah.
Yeah, so would you like to share how has your progress been? Any challenges you've been facing last 15 days while tapping?
Okay, so I've been like tapping. It's been like, yeah, it's been like around 15 days only. But sometimes it's like while I'm tapping, I'm getting all the negative scenarios in my mind, sometimes in between. And I just try to like let them flow like the clouds. But it just gets stuck somewhere. When I'm tapping, like comes like a hindrance to me that I start wondering about it at the back of my mind.
So that time, what you need to do is use stronger defracts. You know how we use during the tapping, you can either start doing jumping jacks while tapping. So that time, it's your job to, distract yourself, defract from that particular thought process, and then repeat the full process as you're doing along with it. Okay, so immediately break that neural pathway of thought. Okay, so you can sing happy birthday like a dog, all those things that we do, you can use any of those. Okay, and have fun with it. All right, great. So today, before we go on to tapping, I wanted to share a few things. Uh, I've been reading this book called Right Riches for You. So this is an Access Consciousness book. And so today I thought I'll share some concepts about the money consciousness, how to create ease with money, how to create joy with money in our life. So first, I'm going to share 5 important points that I found really helpful in this book, which you can start applying and see where you stand with those aspects in your life. So the first point that I want to share with you is, so we have a tendency of talking a lot of negatively about money. The way we talk, the words we use, the inner dialogue that we have about money sometimes comes from a space of lack. So have you ever caught yourself saying, oh, I cannot afford that. Oh, that is something that is too expensive, that I can never. And we have a habit of talking about our not being able to afford, asking for discounts and doing all those things. So whenever you're doing that, you're actually reaffirming that lack within your life. So first important habit is, do not ever say that I cannot afford this. Instead of this, what you can say is, what would it take for me to afford this? So ask this question, what would it take for me to be able to afford this? So now the moment you ask this question, you have opened yourself up to a lot of ideas, solutions, inspirations to start flowing in. So rather than saying, I cannot afford this, you have shut the energy. The energy flow has immediately stopped in your life. And now think that thing has no way of coming into your life. So instead, replace it with the statement, what would it take for me to afford this? And let's just be in a silent space. You don't have to answer it. You just have to stay with that question. And you'll see how things start flowing in for you to be able to move in that direction. Now, the second thing, which is really interesting, and I hope all of you have your paper and pen with you. So, what is your reality with money right now? So, what is your reality with money means that when you think about money, what do you feel? In your conversations about money with people, how do you sound like? Do you feel very excited when you talk about money, or you feel very scared and constricted while you're talking about money? What is your reality with money? So take a minute and write down on a piece of paper. So just become very observant when you're handling your bank account. What are the thoughts going on in your mind when you're making some credit card payments? What happens inside you? So just notice, what is your current reality with money? Many of us have been programmed to talk about money in a very saving way, that whenever we think about money, the thought is, oh, I cannot spend it, I have to save it. So many of us come from that mentality. So that may not be your own belief system, it could be borrowed from your parents. So just notice, what is your current reality right now? Some of us could be very extravagant in our expenditures, that we never have enough money left in our account. We end up spending it all. So that's also your current reality. So just write down everything that you see in your reality currently.
I'm a student, so sometimes it's like I get this thing in my mind that I don't do any job. So how will I earn for my, lifestyle and all of that stuff? Because I have to borrow stuff from my parents, usually like money and all. So it just gets like, how will I be able to do that, and all that stuff comes in
Yeah.
the mind.
So, right now in your case, your money reality is about fear. It's about anxiety. It's about dependency. So just write all of these things.
Um,
Yeah, Sharvari, do you want to ask something?
Yeah, whenever I think about money, like one major excuse I'm giving myself is like if I have to go out and to work, So like who will take care of the daughter? Um, so she'll not be able to, do things on her own. She can't manage. So I have to be with her. So is it like excuses? How is it?
So, like in your case, the money reality currently is money is a hindrance, money is an
Okay.
obstacle, being with your daughter.
Okay.
It's this
Okay.
or that.
Oh, okay.
There's
I
a
have.
thought of lack that, oh, either I can have this or I can have this. I cannot have both. So,
Okay.
so it's this thought of lack,
Okay.
limited choices.
Okay. Money, you're telling like I can think that I can have both.
Yeah, so right now your reality is of lack that I cannot have both.
Okay.
But if you actually release this thought, as we'll be doing, changing this reality to what we really do want, there are countless
Huh.
ways for you to have
Opposite.
both and more than
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
so this is just a
Okay.
limitation in my mind currently.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So you can just keep your thoughts with yourself, or you can write it in the chat. It's up to you. So is everyone done? Has everyone written down their reality with money? If you like, you can share it in the chat as well. What is your current reality with me? You can directly also send to me or share it with the group. Many of us also have indifference towards money. Like we don't like to count our money, we don't like to talk about money. We're like, oh yeah, it's there, it's okay, I don't need to check how much do I have all the time. So there's a lot of indifference. Especially housewives tend to have a lot of indifference towards money because they don't want to handle money. Like, oh, that's something my partner will take care of, I don't want to get into it. So, not wanting to have money in your wallet, not wanting to handle money, that's a lot of indifference towards money. Yes, Eric has shared some really good beliefs, realities that this much money it costs, is it worth what I'm spending? That constant analysis in our head, 1,000 times thinking, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? I need to make more money. It's never enough. I feel it's not enough for me, and consistent supply. I'm not making enough now. I don't have enough. I don't do any job, fear, anxiety, discontent, dependency, frustration. From whom should I get it? Should I buy it or not? Very good. Fear. I shouldn't spend much. Very good. Has everyone put in their current reality? And now I want you to take a separate paper, not this sheet. And on this sheet, I want you to write, what is the reality that you would like to have with money? Would you like to have more ease with money? Would you like to have more joy with money? That talking about money makes you so happy and excited all the time. So, what reality do you want to have in your life with money?
So it should be written on the same page or some other sheet.
Take a fresh sheet.
Okay.
Ma'am, last one, could you please repeat one more time? What reality? I didn't get it
So,
actually.
now I want you to write, what is the reality that you would like to have in your life with money? Would you like to have more joy with money? How would you want to feel when you handle money? How would you want to experience money as? What would you want money to bring into your life? So that what is the reality? And don't stick to others' point of views that you've heard all your life. This time, when you sit and write this reality, create your own point of view. Don't have this limitation, oh, this is too much, this is not possible, this can just not happen. No. You define the reality that you want and you will bring it to life. Don't be restricted by other people's point of views.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So instead of writing, I feel no stress about money, I want you to write, what would it really have? So things like that money is abundantly flowing into my life with ease, joy, and glory. So write positive statements, and you'll notice the moment you say it also, now your vibration lifts up. While as compared to if you say, I feel no stress about money, you feel very low. So just change it to positive words. I'm independent from money. My money is growing automatically. Yeah, that's great. Have enough money to spend joyously on what my kids want. Very good. But Deepa, I also want you to write not just from your kids' perspective, but also what is your reality? How do you feel around money? Not just fulfilling your kids' desires, but how would your reality feel like?
Ma'am, you mentioned like joy, money with joy, love, and peace. Means what is the reason behind? Yeah, what is the logic? Could you please explain this one?
Logic for?
Means like you said, right? Joy, love, and peace,
Hmm.
right? So why? Means what
So
is the
that's
reason?
totally up to you. Do you want to have more joy with money or do you want to have stress with money?
Okay,
So
okay,
that's a
okay, okay,
choice you have to make. I'm just giving you
okay, okay.
example. Your money reality could be very different from mine.
Huh.
So
Okay, okay,
your
okay.
money
Thank you, ma'am.
reality could be that money flows to me from multiple sources and with very little effort from my side. That could be your money reality.
So that means like it's one kind of affirmation, right, ma'am? It's
Yes,
one kind of positive affirmation.
not just affirmation, but how you see money around you. How do you want it to flow around you? So it's like
Okay,
you'll write it in the form of an affirmation, but I want you to think from all perspectives.
okay, thank you.
So I'm open for more avenues of making money. Very good. So, so Deepa, how would you feel when money is flowing to you from a lot of avenues? So put that as your reality for money. That money flows to me through multiple sources. And I'm very easygoing with money. So, like for me, what I would want to create as my reality with money is that money brings expansiveness and freedom in my life to have time to enjoy myself and do things that bring me happiness, joy, and love. And now, after we're done with the 5 habits that I'm going to be sharing with you, we're going to use tapping to clear out the current reality and the limitations that you have written down. And then I want you to affirm this new reality that you wish to have in your life now and live from this space like it's already there in your life. Imagine, believe, feel, experience, talk like this is your reality with money. I can afford everything I want. I cease to overthink about my expenses. I feel more carefree when I think about it. Spend the amount I have with no limitations. Money stands for freedom and prosperity. That's very good, Shramika. Carefree, freedom, prosperity, limitless. Great. So is everyone done or do you need a minute more? Money flows with ease into my life. Universe has limitless supply of money in abundance. Very good. That's brilliant. And just see how your body expands when you're just saying these statements or even writing these statements. Your body shifts. There's an expansiveness within you, just talking about it. All right, great. So since I think all of you have done, so now let's move to the point number third, the habits of a high money consciousness. So this is a very interesting one. In this, it says that we have to put aside 10% of our money and never spend it. So this is not really a savings account. So this is very different from that. In this, what we believe is in this account is actually going to become your honoring account. We call it the honoring account. So this account, when it reaches a particular amount, then it will multiply on its own and it'll create so much ease in your life that all the stresses are gone when that amount is reached. So just put aside 10% every month and never spend it. So in this account, when you reach a certain amount, it will magnetize more money to you and the financial stress will disappear. And it's been experienced by so many people. There's so many case studies of people who've actually done it. So put 10% aside and never spend it. So this is like having a companion. So this money that you're putting in that account is like a companion in your life. It's like a friend. Money is your friend and is always there for you. That's how you perceive this honoring account. Then moving on to the fourth point. So the fourth point is pay attention to your money. Take inventory of your finances. Many of us do not like to look at our expenses because it makes us feel very anxious. We do not constantly like to go and check our bank accounts because it just makes us very nervous. So, but if you don't really pay attention to something, just imagine you're in a relationship with someone. If you're not paying attention to either the good things or the faults or the problems in that person, your relationship swindles away because you're not really noticing, paying attention. So similarly, look at money as a relationship. It's like being in a relationship with someone. So pay attention to it rather than running away from it. Oh no, this is something I want to stay away from. So when you start paying attention to it, money will start behaving like it's your, in a relationship with you. It'll become your friend, it'll become your lover. And that's what you need to move towards. Talking and treating it with a lot of love and not with so much negativity and anxiety all the time. So you can also budget. So, when we talk about budgeting, it seems like a very limiting thought that, oh, we have to spend less, we have to control ourselves. However, look at budgeting from the perspective how you can spend more. So I always love doing this. So for me, if I have to spend on bigger things, so I know I'll go and do a budgeting and that will free up a lot of space because I know I can spend now. So look at it not from the point of how to spend less, but how you can actually manage your finances so well that you can spend more. So budgeting start incorporating. So what is budgeting basically? Identifying what are your expenses normally in a month, how much do you need to be able to do everything that you do, whether it's your necessities or your entertainment, all of that, your shopping. Just notice what do you really need and then add 10% to it for the honoring account, and that's the expenses part of your budget. Then the next thing that we come to is setting financial targets. So this is not mandatory for everyone. So many people do not like setting financial targets. Like we had set financial target in our previous session. You can have it in subjective terms also or quantitative terms. It's up to you. Okay, so Eric has asked a question. So is it not the 10% we are putting aside for later in life like pension? No, this is very different. So this is an amount which you'll literally never spend. It's only going to just keep multiplying and giving you the extra income through the interest and all of that. So this is the money that you'll never spend in life. This is your companion for life. And the goal of this income is actually to provide you that mental ease.
I have a question. Isn't it that we also in our spending then always, or what we have, or in crisis, we always have that 10% block in the mind? Oh, I still have that money and would spend it again,
So that's what the biggest self-control is, that I know that money I cannot spend. I can have savings apart from that. The savings that, okay, in a year I can use, or in 6 months I can use this savings. That's all right. It's important to have that. But that money is just, a security that exists for me, but not to be spent. So that's very strong thing, because it will create magnetizing money for you in your mind if you don't spend it. It will earn money for you if you don't spend it.
It looks like it's going to be like a feel-good factor, it'll keep that my money is there.
Yes, absolutely. It puts so much ease on you when you've reached that amount. Now you can like go and enjoy life. And once you go into that state, you'll be amazed. That is the state which starts magnetizing more and more money to you. Because now when we are, in a stressful state, when we are in a more anxious state, it's harder to attract money for us because we're not in that vibration. That amount, once you reach a certain amount, that's what it does for you. It starts magnetizing money to you naturally, and you don't even have to think or worry about it. It happens very naturally. So that's why this honoring account is a really fun thing to do. All right. So we were at the fourth point of, so we were at the fifth point now, which is the financial target. So you can put it in qualitative or quantitative terms, whatever you're comfortable with. And your financial targets have to be monthly, and it has to push your boundary a little. It's not what you're currently at, but go for a little higher than where you currently are. So set those targets. It's also very important that in every way we start asking for money. It's very, very important to say to myself, what will it take for me to have X amount of money show up in my life? What will it take for dash amount of money to show up and be in my life? So just ask this question and notice what happens inside you. What will it take for me to have X amount of money show up and be in my life? And start asking for money. Ask the universe for money. It's okay to ask people for money. We have so much blocks around money that, asking is so bad, being greedy is so bad. But once you start asking, that's when you are in a state of receiving. And it's very, very important to be in a state of receiving, because that is one of the most important things which keeps us blocked from receiving things in our life. So for example, I want to read something that I really liked in this book, Right Riches for You. So the problem with people is their unwillingness to receive. They are unable to receive, or there are things they don't want to receive, or they don't believe it is good to receive. It is what you're unwilling to receive in life that keeps you from having the money you would like to have. If you wish to be truly abundant and to have everything in your life, including outrageous amounts of money, you have to be willing to receive everything. You also have to be willing to do, have, create, and generate everything in life. So they have this very interesting concept which they explain, which I really love. So they say that you have to be able to receive everything from outside, even other people's judgments of you. Judgment is something that many people don't want to receive. They don't want people to judge them. They refuse to receive judgment. But a judgment is not a truth. Does someone think you're ugly or beautiful, fat or thin, lazy or a workaholic? So what? It's their judgment. Every time you're willing to receive somebody's judgment, not make it real, but just receive it without creating blockages, defenses in you, you'll receive another $5,000 that year. So that's what the book says. This is a game you play in which every time you receive a judgment from someone without taking it personally, without getting so worked up about it, and you'll receive $5,000 extra that year. You've got to be willing to receive judgment as well as everything else if you're going to have money. So wherever you hold any judgment in any area of your life, you're blocking the money flow from that direction. So do this exercise later on, not right now because we don't have enough time. Just notice what all judgments do you have. Do you have judgments about people who drive in very fancy cars? Do you judge people who spend extravagantly at spas? Or do you look at certain kind of women and think, oh my God, what kind of a life is this? So just notice how you judge different things in people. And that's where you've blocked money to flow from you. So play this game, receive a judgment without making it personal, without making it real. It's just their point of view. That's it. It's just their point of view. And without resisting it, just receive it and move on. And you'll see your life becoming so joyful, so fun and easygoing when you play this game.
Geet, I had a question. Vandana
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So just like judgment, if we aspire to have some things that the others have, does it also fall under a judgment? Or so we're not looking at it negatively, but yes, we look at it in an aspiring way.
So
I'd like to have that kind of
yeah, that's perfect. That's amazing. And especially when you look at something that somebody has you like, be very, very happy for them. Be so outrageously happy for them and you will magnetize it to yourself. Because what you've done is that vibration that that person is at, when you start being grateful for that person, feeling so happy for that person, you start raising your vibration to that same level. And that's when you magnetize it to yourself. However, if you go and think, oh my God, it's horrible to be earning this much money. It's horrible to be living in such big houses. That's the moment you immediately cut off your flow of money in your life and you've judged all of those aspects.
Interesting. Got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let me just see what questions are there. As a student, how can I do the same, the 10%? So, with when I was a student, I would play these games with my pocket money, whatever little pocket money you get from your parents or, any side jobs that you're doing along with your studies. From that, inculcate this habit from now on. And, you'll be doing so well within a few years if you start using these practices.
Ma'am, even this thing helps with like getting a part-time job or something, because like basically it is a very big issue right now. As a student in India, it is so tough to get a part-time job and managing college side by side.
So, the previous video that we had, Ramika, the last session?
Yeah.
Watch that video and
okay,
tap on this belief that you just said, that having part-time jobs in India for a student is tough. Tap out this belief.
Okay.
You have immediately limited yourself. While there are countless people, countless kids who are earning millions and millions just in school. So that's the
Okay.
reality you want to tap into rather than this lack mentality. Okay, so write this and tap it. So like we're going to go into tapping now. You can always work on your job thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Vandana is asking, what is the name of the book, please? So it's called Write Riches for You. And the author is Gary Douglas. So I highly recommend the books by Gary Douglas on money. They're really, really, and they have personally affected my life in a beautiful way. They're highly inspiring. All right, great. So everyone, so now we're going to go into Faster-EFT tapping. So those of you who are here for the first time, I'll be guiding you step by step. So we are going to be using 2 points to be tapping on these points, second, third, and fourth. And when I ask you to squeeze your wrist, you can squeeze it like this. Okay. So now what I want you to do is, I want you to take out the page of paper on which you had written your current reality of money. Take out that sheet in which you had listed all the limitations, lack, the challenges, the discomfort about money. So take that sheet. And I want you to look at all of these things that you put on paper and notice on a scale of 0 to 10. How strong are these thinking patterns, emotions in your life currently? How much do they bother you? How much are they a hindrance in your life right now? For example, if somebody, so let's like take Ramika's example. So like Ramika said that it's very difficult to get a job for a student. So I want you to look at it, Ramika, how strongly do you believe this and how much does it bother you on a scale of 0 to 10? 10 meaning it's very difficult. I don't think it's possible. It is very tough to earn money. And 0 means I don't believe this at all. So just notice.
8.
Yeah, and put
8.
that number in the chat, all of you. And you can also write some of the keywords if you want of your current reality, so that I'll use those words while tapping. All the anxiety around money, notice on a scale of 0 to 10, how high is that for you? Money is very hard to earn. You have to work really hard to earn money. For job, 8. For money, 10. Very good. Many of you could have that money comes and then money goes. Money doesn't stay. So that could be another, limiting belief or challenge in your life currently. That money slips from my hand like water. I can't earn money with ease. So, I'm sorry, whoever had written that. So that means your belief is that I have to struggle, I have to go through a lot of difficulties to earn money. I can't manage money. Very good. Fear, anxiety, dependence. Excellent. All right. So I think everyone's written their number now. Okay. So I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to strongly feel that you've written the difficulties with money and everything in your life, all the moments where you felt really bad because of money. I want you to think of all of that. And imagine there's a box in front of you. And in this box, I want you to imagine putting all of these things, all of these issues, problems with money that you face, put all of them in this box. All the worries about future, everything, just put it in this box. And then open your eyes. And we're going to tap together now. I hope everyone is on mute. Okay, so I want you to repeat loudly with me, okay, while you're tapping. Okay, so let's look a little above our eye level and repeat with me. I eliminate, release, and let go. Say it loudly. I eliminate, release, and let go all anxieties, all sadnesses, all fears, all emotional traumas. Side of the eye, I release and let go all difficulties with money that I've been facing, all the angers in my life. Under the eye, I release and let go all the resentments, all the guilts that I've been carrying. I'm releasing and letting go all the judgments around money or anything else in my life. I'm letting go of all the abandonments, all the betrayals. Collarbone, I release and let go all the disappointments, all the heartbreaks, all the helplessness, all the dependency. I release and let go all the rejections, forehead, feelings of no control, side of the eye, and everything else. I release and let it all go. And then take a deep breath, blow it from your mouth, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. And then close your eyes. And I want you to think of one of the happiest memories of your life, where you felt really, really good. It could be anything. It could be time spent with a loved one, some trip that you took, or an achievement in your life. Go to any happy memory and feel it like it's happening right now. See it, feel it, and enjoy it. Feel your smile when you were in that moment, feeling so happy, joyful. Notice what color is this happy feeling in your body, if it had a color. And then take a deep breath, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. And then slowly open your eyes. Very good. And now once again, let's go and check all the things that you had put in the box in front of you. Go and see what's changed, what's left, what number do you see and feel in that box now on a scale of 0 to 10. So it can decrease, it can increase, it could be same, it will be different for everyone. So just notice what number do you see and feel. How much does that bother you? And write that number in the chat. Okay, so we have 5 from 7, 6, 3. Very good. And also, as we're going to be tapping further, I want you to be very open to whatever ideas and inspirations come to you, because when we're tapping, a lot of ideas will start flowing to you. So just be very open to receiving them. That's okay. And for some of you, if it's still the same, that's perfectly fine. So once again, see everything that is left in the box, feel everything that's left in the box, all those memories, any uncomfortable memories with money, any difficult situations, any future anxiety. And then open your eyes and let's start tapping together and repeat with me. It's safe for me to release and let go all the limited beliefs, all the other people's identities about money that I have borrowed. I'm releasing and letting go other people's point of views around money that I have accepted as my own. It's time for me to let go all the anxiety, all the worry, all the fear that I feel around money or have ever experienced in my life. And as I do so, I feel so peaceful, expansive, and joyful when I think of money. Take a deep breath, blow it from your mouth, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Very good. And once again, leave your wrist, go and check the box. Notice how things have started to change. Notice what's left and write the number in the chat. Five, very good. 5, 3. Job 7, money 8, 1, very good. 4, excellent. All right. So once again, associate with what's left in the box. Go and feel it. Feel it for the last time. Everything, all those beliefs that you put in that box, all those things that don't belong to you. And let's start tapping. And repeat with me. It's time for me to release and let go anything that's left in this box. All the old mentality of money. All the things that I say negatively about money. And all those things that have been limiting the money flow in my life. It's time to let it all go now. I let it go. I let it go. I let it all go. And as I do so, money starts flowing into my life with ease, joy, and glory. Money is becoming my best friend and companion. Money and me share a loving relationship. And I start enjoying, handling, and talking about money. Earning money is a joy for me. Receiving money feels wonderful and loving. And my expenses, savings, and incomes are balanced for my highest and best. And I'm constantly growing and expanding. Take a deep breath, blow it from your mouth, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Very good. Ramika, you have a question? Yeah, Ramika, go ahead.
Ma'am, so basically it's like that whenever I think about job now, it's like that I feel that I'm a student and I have to cope up with my college also. I recently had this job that I was working in, and I left that job because I wanted to focus on my skills, as I felt like it is taking a lot of my time. So I have this thing like I did right or wrong, or I was just like
Yeah.
becoming a hindrance for it.
So put that confusion in this box. This
Okay.
dilemma. Is it good? Is it bad? Can I do both? Will I be able to manage both? Put that in the box. Okay. So once again, everyone, go and check your boxes, see what's left, how things have changed, how the beliefs have started flipping in it, and notice what's left and write it in the chat. Two. One. Yeah. So Ramika, just put everything in the, don't use your conscious mind to decide. Just let the answer come on its own. Okay. You just focus on the tapping. Yeah. Just let whatever is arising to arise and don't hold anything consciously. All right. So see what's left in it. Any memories, any instances, any future scenarios, any anxiety, whatever is left, see it, feel it, and then open your eyes and let's start tapping together. Smile at the wall in front of you while tapping and repeat with me. It's time to let go of any residue that's left. In all the ways I believe that I'm a limited being, that I can do this or that. I can have only this or that. It's time for me to release and let go all scenarios in all the ways I try to figure out things from my limited conscious mind. And as I release and let it all go, I realize that I am an infinite being with infinite sources of money, with infinite flow of abundance into my life. And as I keep emptying myself of any judgments, any limitations, any feelings of lack, the money flows to me with ease and joy. Being abundant is a natural state of my life. Being rich is easy and playful. I love being around money, and money loves being around me. And with every passing moment, my money is multiplying. I am becoming a happy millionaire, and I feel excited and joyful about it. Take a deep breath, blow it all out, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Very good. All right, let's go and check. Are you at 0? How are you feeling? One, zero, 5, 0. All right, so let's do one round of positive affirmations now. Okay, so for those of you who still have something left in their boxes, just see that, see whatever it is, that little bit that's left. And then let's start smiling at the wall in front of us and tap together and repeat with me. As I'm releasing whatever is left that was holding me back, I'm opening myself to new ideas and inspiration for money to flow through me. Opportunities come to me naturally and effortlessly. And all I have to do is act on them. I'm open to receiving abundance of money in my life. I deserve to be rich. I am good enough to be rich. I am more than good enough to be a millionaire. And I receive those abundances now. And as I keep tapping and emptying myself, money flows to me like an avalanche, like a waterfall, with a constant source. And I feel deeply blessed and grateful for my life. Take a deep breath, blow it all out, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Excellent. So how's everyone feeling? And we've come to the end of the session. So for those of you, if you have something still left in your box, just do a few more rounds of tapping after we end the session and bring yourself back down to 0. Okay? So how is everyone feeling? You can unmute yourself or share in the chat. Energized, excellent, that's great. Wonderful.
Ma'am, I had a doubt. Like, if we want to tap on like more than one topic, like all the topics are different, and if I go like in a one, sway, like I did one topic and then I say peace, and then I go with another topic and I do peace.
Yeah.
Like I'm affirming basically. So is that like all right?
So for affirmations, it's okay. But when you're doing the release work, stick to one topic, bring it to 0, and then go to the next topic.
Okay, and if I use an affirmations like cease and all, I cease to do this, so it's all fine.
Affirmations, you can mix things.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. So wonderful, everyone. Have a great night and a great week ahead. Have fun and keep enjoying abundance as you stay from this new reality that you wrote on paper. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
Bye.
you, Geet.